Hello guys, it's Eglow here. You're welcome to my YouTube channel and you're welcome to this tutorial. Let me start by appreciating you guys for the love so far, for the support. Trust me, both online and offline, I see you. Thanks for the encouragement. I see you in the comment section. Thank you for, for the support so far. I really appreciate. All right. So in this video, right, so I'll be taking you through my retouching process from post-production, retouching down to color grading, right? So if you look at this picture now, I shot this picture like this. This is the raw version of the picture and this is the edited version. You understand? So I'll be showing you how I moved from here to here. So in this video, right, I'll be doing three things. One is the post-production of the picture, the retouching process of the picture, and the color grading of the picture. Do you understand? So please stay calm and make sure you watch this video from beginning to the end so that you will not miss out in any of the process. Without further ado, let's get started. I use Capture One, I use Lightroom, and I also use Camera Raw. So in this video, I'll be using Camera Raw. All right, so let's move the picture to Photoshop, where we'll be doing everything. Picture is loading. I'm using Photoshop 2024. All right, so we have the picture opened in Camera Raw now. This is the picture. So now we'll be doing the post-production here before we move it to Photoshop. Now, okay, before we even do anything, let me explain in a simpler term what post-production is all about. Post-production, when it comes to photo editing or photo retouching, has to do with color correction, light correction, those basic adjustments that you do to your pictures before you start retouching them. Do you understand? Lens correction is also part of it, where you look at the picture, after the shoot, and you look at, oh, what's wrong with this picture? What do I need to fix? What do I need to correct? Do you understand? Talking about the color, talking about the lighting, a whole lot of things. You can also correct something on the background. You understand? Basically, this is what post-production is all about. Those little adjustments you make on your pictures before you take them to Photoshop for final edit. All right, so we are here now and look at the picture. Okay, look at the picture. Let me zoom it for you to see well. You understand? Because before you do post-production, you look at the picture. What is wrong with this picture? What is it that needs to be corrected? You look at the skin, you look at the clothes, you look at the hair, a whole lot of things. Because now post-production has to do with, editing generally has to do with fixing, enhancing the picture. When you are editing a particular picture, what you are doing to that picture is enhancement. You are enhancing the picture. You are, improving the quality of the picture. That's what editing generally is all about. You understand? So in post-production here, we're going to look at what is it that we need to correct about the picture. You understand? The first thing I will need to do is bring down my highlight a little bit. The reason is I need more texture on the picture. Do you understand? That's why I'm bringing down my highlight a little bit. Good. I'll take my white up a little bit. Take it up a little bit to like 20. Now the reason is I want the highlights to be well pronounced. Do you understand? Then bringing down my highlights down, that's to -45, that's -45. I want the texture to pop out. You understand? Good. Now, okay, let me increase the shadow a little bit because of the clothes and the hair looking kind of too dark. Do you understand? So let me increase the shadow a little bit to like 20. I also bring down the blacks to like -5. Good. Now let's see the before and after. For this little thing that I've done, let's see the before and after. This is before, this is after, this is before, this is after. Let's go down to texture and clarity. Now clarity, I'll add clarity, let's say 5, and texture as well 5. Clarity 5, texture 5. Now you can see, let me so that you can see what we've done so far. This is before, this is after. You can see before, after. So let me zoom out. All right, if you look at this picture, nothing much to do for the post-production, because even from the shoot the picture is already looking good. You understand? Okay, so let me vibrance like 5. Yeah, vibrance 5, then saturation, let's say 3. Yeah, I think I'm good here. And before, after, before, after. So now let's head to Photoshop and start the retouching process. Now come here and click open. All right, good. This is beautiful. This is looking good already, you understand? So the first thing to do is to resize the picture. Go to crop. Let's resize the picture. To Instagram size. Size the picture to Instagram size. Yeah, you can see. Save. Now you can see. Let's go ahead and create our frequency separation. Come to action and click on frequency separation 16-bit. Action. Okay, in choosing radius, right, let me explain something. If you are choosing a radius, move the radius to a point where you cannot see any details in the picture, you understand? So I think here, yeah, 6 is okay for me. 6 is okay for me. All right, good. Okay, before I start retouching the picture, let me explain something, right? Now, the human skin architecture is divided into 3 when it comes to retouching. It's divided into highlight, shadow, and make tool. You understand? Now, the highlight has to do with the part that, you know, light falls majorly on. Do you understand? Let me say the brighter part. Yeah, when you look at the skin, you look at the picture, the most brightest area is the highlight. Do you understand? Why the darker area is the shadow. The space in between the highlight and the shadow is the mid-tone. Mid-tone is neither bright nor dark. This is the highlight. You can see this is the highlight. You can see this is the highlight. If you also look, you can also look at this place, highlight. You understand? Now if you look at this place now, this is shadow. This is shadow because this place looking dark. You understand? Now if you are talking about the mid-tone, now you can look at this place and look at the mid-tone. You can look at this place and you see the mid-tone. So take note. So in retouching the pictures, if you are retouching your pictures, you are going to be retouching this part separately before you blend everything together. So in retouching, right, for you to have a beautiful, you know, skin retouching, it is the blend, your ability to blend, highlight, shadow, and make things together. That's what makes you a retoucher. That's what makes you a good retoucher. Your ability to, you know, blend everything together. Let's start the process of retouching. So make sure you are flexible with your both hands, both the left and the right. Yeah, my weight is 22, load is 22, mix is 22, flow is 22, and here we have 10. Now let me say something, right? I'm using 2 Photoshop. I have 2025 and I have 2024. I'm using 2024 now for this tutorial. You understand? So in my other Photoshop 2025, that's the latest version, right? My mixer brush settings there is different. The reason why I'm saying this is it's not necessarily mean that because you're watching this video now, you just have to go and copy exactly the figure. Nah. It doesn't work that way. Make sure you know, as you are watching, as you are learning, also, you know, pay attention to what works for you. Do you understand? So it's very, very important. Please take note. All right. So let's get started. All right. Good. Okay. And another thing is if you are retouching, right, zoom the picture to like 100%. You can see this place now. 100%. Enter the number. You can see. You understand? So don't to zoom out, don't to zoom in. Do you understand? So that you can see what you are doing. Make sure you follow the process. Don't skip. Don't skip. Be careful with the movement of your brush. That's of your mixer brush. Don't drag. Don't do this. This is how you're supposed to, you know, brush. Do you understand? So I really don't want this video to be that long, right? So I may need to, you know, fasten the process a little bit. Okay, I think this is good for me for the skin work, right? So let's go ahead and pick the blemishes. Nothing serious. So come to high frequency, then unpick a clone stamp. Clone stamp is my favorite tool in picking blemishes, right? Some people use a healing brush too. I use it sometimes, but clone stamp is my favorite, right? So just pick one or two. The idea is to keep it natural, keep it real, and say before, after, before, after. Okay, I'll still brush it a little bit more. Guys, if you watch this video to this very moment, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, like the video, comment, subscribe, and even turn on the notification button so that you don't miss out on any of the content that will be pushing out every week on this channel. Thank you. Now we are done picking the blemishes, right? So the next thing now is to play with the color and see the final result of the picture, right? But before then, before we go into grading, let's do the dodge and burn. So let's do dodge and burn, then come to my curve for the dodge and drag it up a little bit, come to blend mode option and choose screen, right? So from the keyboard you're going to hide it, command I from the keyboard, then you do same again, go to curve, then drag it down for the burn, drag it down a little bit, you can see, then from the blend mode option choose multiply and also hide it. Do you know, if you like you can name it. Let's name this burn. Good. So the dodge is for the highlight, while burn is for the shadow. Now you're going to have your foreground on white, right? So I'll pick my brush this time around. It's not going to be mixer brush. Please take note, there's a difference between mixer brush and brush. Mixer brush is for skin retouching, you understand? Why brush is just to do other activities, other things, you understand? Like these things I have to do now, I'm going to use brush tools to do it, right? So I'll have my opacity, let's say 19 is fine, then the flow 19 is also fine, right? So let's begin to, you know, brush through the bright area. Very slowly. Okay, that's good. Then let's go to burn. So select both layers and group them, command G from the keyboard. You can see before, after, right? But we're going to reduce the opacity because it's looking too much, right? So let's reduce the opacity to like let's say 60, right? Now let's move it to 55. This is before, after, before, after. I think this is good. Yeah, we're good to go now. So now let's play with the color now. Okay, for this, right, because you know this is not majorly on grading, right? Because grading is very deep. So I think I will do a separate video on, you know, color grading, right? But in this time I'm just going to play with two things for my colors, right? I'll just play with okay, go to color balance. I'll just play with cyan and yellow, right? So let's say cyan, let's say 8, let's say 8, then yellow, let's say 4 or 5. I think it's fine. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see. This is good. This is before, after, before, after. But if you look at it now, the color that we played with affected the whole thing. It's affecting the whole thing, both the skin tone and the clothes. Like it's changing the gradually changing the color of the clothes. Do you understand? If you look at it, see, if you look at it, do you understand? Now I'm going to mask the color just on the skin. Do you understand? I'm going to mask the color just on the skin. So what are you going to do? You are going to hide it. We're going to hide this now. Command I from the keyboard. Now we've hid the color. Then pick your brush. Let's say I'm going to leave, I think I'm going to leave it on 100 both opacity and flow on 100, and start brushing through the skin. Yeah, good. This is it, before, after, before, after. Now let's go to level adjustment, and to make the picture more pop. So let's say 97. I think this is good. And 6. Yeah, this is fine. Before, after. If you find this video useful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification button. Thank you.